What them say now? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel or something of a sort of a nature. No, we're not gonna do that. Why pre? Thing good? Man, welcome to LSALM Photography. So today's video is all about the 3 things that you need to get started in photography. However, before I get to that point exactly, I'll be giving you a short story of where I started from, where I am now pretty much, and where I see myself going. So my journey began in 2017 with the help of my friend. He's a Bahamian photographer actually and videographer. His name is Keith Brian Jr. Big up yourself. So in 2017 I saw this guy, taking pictures, taking videos, doing the most, creating magic in the best way he could. And pretty much I was inspired by what he was doing and, the art he was creating. I decided to myself that one day I'll own a camera and I'll try out this stuff. So fast forward 3 years later, in 2020, I got my first camera and I started fooling around with the camera. Taking pictures of any and everything that I could see, whether it be people, their shadows, bush, ants, centipede, bird, anything that I see, cow, anything I find. Just because I was just very, happy to get my camera and happy to shoot and all that stuff. I decided that, okay, I'm going to take up photography kinda serious-ish in late 2020. A little more serious in 2021 because I was also working otherwise, while using photography as a hobby. 2021 going down, I said, you know what? I'm gonna start doing this full time probably. So I would say it's about a year now since I've taken photography like full time professionally. But I've been fooling around with my own camera since 2020. So I would say I have like 2 years experience, going on to 3. I entered a group of creatives with the help of Carrick McCain, big up yourself. And in this group, I went in and I believed that, I was the best photographer in Jamaica. Sad reality, I was nowhere near that. However, important tip to remember. Don't try to compete with anybody. Don't try to compare yourself to nobody. Everybody have their own journey. Everybody start from somewhere. Everybody is going somewhere. Focus on you. Focus on being the best you that you can be. Because there's nobody really better than you, if you just focus on you. Alright? So it's not about a competitive game or trying to be the best there is. There's nothing to prove to anybody. Try and work hard every day. Learn as much as you can. Practice, and just be the best you that you can be. So as I said, I entered the group, met some very wonderful photographers and fellow creatives as well. And I learned some stuff. I was pointed in some directions to continue learning, and I just did what I could to be where I am now. So fast forward to the future, I see myself continuing to take amazing photos. I'm trying to transition into video, as you can see now, and we'll see where this beautiful road takes us. As it relates now to those 3 things that you need to get started, the first thing is a camera. Right? Obvious, but it doesn't have to necessarily be a professional grade camera. If you even want to start by using your phone, you can. Because sometimes some persons take some pictures on their phones and it looks better than what a person with a professional camera would do. Sometimes a professional camera looks better than what a person with a phone would do, So it's all about your skill set. But use what you have to your advantage pretty much. So the first thing you need, as I said, is a camera. Once you have a camera, the second thing you need is the willingness to learn and to continue learning. Because this is an ever-changing, ever-advancing field. Some things are basic and standard, but there are certain things you can actually carve into this little niche area and make it your own. But it's going to require constant learning. If you're a person who doesn't believe in constant learning, then just leave photography alone. Or if you plan to enter the field and be stuck at one area or one point and never improve, then cool. But if you want to grow and get better, you're gonna have to have that willingness to learn. The third and final thing I would say is knowledge of editing. Now, Doesn't have to be the most advanced editing techniques and tips and tricks or whatever, but even something as basic as understanding what exposure is. Or let's say, for instance, when you're editing, you have several tabs and several parameters that you can use to edit. You have brightness, contrast, saturation, hue, luminosity. You can dehaze, you can add clarity, you can add noise, there's so many things you can do. But if it's even to have a basic understanding of what these things are, what they do, how they work, and when to use them, you're already on the road to greatness. As I said, it doesn't have to be the most advanced thing. You could take a picture and just by increasing the brightness and decreasing the shadows a little bit, the picture is 10-15% better. You understand? Sometimes you may take a picture and you want to isolate a particular part of it, and that's really masking. It's not really an advanced thing, but other persons have trouble with it. But let's say you mask something and you sharpen a particular area, or you haze a particular area, it can add such a great look to your photo. Having to add a little veneer around the edges of your picture or something, but just having that knowledge of editing and knowing, okay, I want to do this, it will help the creative process and really give you a distinctive look in an area that is, filled with persons that are trying to carve out a road for themselves. So yeah, there's that. So those are the three things: a camera, willingness to learn, and knowledge of editing. Now, as it relates to what to look for on this particular channel, I'm going to be doing, some behind the scenes videos with photo shoots that I'll be doing. I'll be giving some tutorials as it relates to editing and stuff like that. Tips and tricks, nitbits, inspirational, moments. I might just drop a video that has nothing to do at all with like photography whatsoever. Yeah, well, whatever I feel like sharing with the world, I'll probably just share it here. So yes, it is going to be more than 90% photography, but there might be just those one-off times I say, you know what, let me just try and share something else. So until then, thanks for watching and keep it locked to LSALM Photography. Oh, hold on. Persons always say this at the end of them video. Alright guys, so please remember to like and share and subscribe, and you can follow me on all socials at lsalmphotography. Yeah, what else? You can check out my website at lsalm.com. I think that is it. What else? Everything will be in the description below. Yeah? Alright, I'm gone now.